I'm Dennis Johnston. I'm the administrator for the Unclaimed Property Division for the state of Utah. It's one of the best jobs I've had in my entire life. We've been very fortunate to have good relations with media around the state of Utah, and they've been very useful in spreading the word about unclaimed property. Our treasurer, David Damshin, likes to use the term ringing the dinner bell when we do an announcement about how much new property that's come in the prior year and things like that. And that's been extremely helpful to us, and we appreciate their support. We've also done some paid advertising. We've used radio. Of course, we've used social media for a number of years now. And we've ramped up our sophistication in that in a lot of respects by working with some very wise people in how to use social media to reach out to people. We've done some local outreach at the county level and municipality level. We've done fairs and things like that in prior years, but in recent times, with the inability to do those events and not have those face-to-face interactions so much, or the man on the street videos that we used to do a couple of years ago, we're doing more with social media and more digital. And so we've gotten a lot of claims through that process. We've elevated the awareness again. It seems like we're always facing a credibility gap from my understanding of interacting with people. They'll say, well, I've never heard of you guys before. This sounds too good to be true. Are you just trying to get my identity and steal it and do some identity theft on my name? Or open up some credit card account in my name and then commit fraud? The FTC has done a good job of educating the public about not disclosing privacy information over the internet. And so that's helped us in a lot of ways to prevent more fraud, but at the same time, it makes it harder for agencies like mine to utilize our website in order to turn around claims faster for people, because we do require information about who they really are so that we can validate them and expedite those claims, because a number of people who will give us their correct information, we can validate it with our special database queries, and we can verify who they are, authenticate them, and then turn around and pay the claim within a very, very short period of time. And so that's been extremely helpful. One of the things that I found interesting was when, like in April, we were not getting the kind of volume that I was hoping that we would get. And so we started doing in the first part of May some more outreach with digital social media ads being placed certain places. And it felt to me like we weren't getting the same return on investment of those pushes that we used to historically. But as we've done more and more of it and more consistently used that, it has improved. And then we've buttressed that with some television appearances with Treasurer Damshin appearing on some of the TV stations. We've done some more radio ads to reinforce that message as well. And so with a combination of those factors collaborating together and supporting one another, I believe the repeated messaging that we're trying to get out there is having more of an impact. And now, more recently, we've seen that piece done on KSL with Matt Gephardt. That gave us a nice big push as well. That got a lot more people involved in looking at our website. And one of the things that I monitor fairly closely is the historical trends about how many new visitors do we have to our website. It used to be it was around 40 or 50% were return guests to our website. Now it's clear down around 25 to 28% are return visitors. So that means more than 3/4 of the visitors to our website are people who haven't been there before. And that's very gratifying to me to see that our outreach is hitting new people. And then we've also channeled some of the physical people, their time and efforts, rather than simply answering phone calls and processing claims, is also reaching out by phone and email and mail to specific individuals who we know have unclaimed property, and making that personal connection and helping them. If, let's say we see some where they started a claim but didn't quite finish it, so we're digging into those populations of claims and reaching out to those people and say, we see you started but you didn't finish. Is there something that we can do to help you? So that personal touch is also having an impact in seeing more claims run all the way through, because we have everything we need now. We can approve those claims and get those checks out in the mail so they can have that money in their hands. And in these economic times, it's always better have money in the hands of those people who actually own that money and can use it to best meet their needs and start this economy back on a road to recovery.